Hi everybody, Nicole at Junkin' Door Couture and More, where we don't do normal around here. Today we are decoupaging, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, some pumpkins, and I'm also decorating with ribbon on the pumpkin. So when I say not about bows, that's what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and point the camera down, and we will go ahead and get set up. Actually, I kind of slacking. I didn't set up very much here. But I got it all in a box, so I'm just going to point you down and start pulling out some goodies, and let's see where we're at. Oh, I hate that angle. Hold on, guys. Oh, well, that's not a better angle. I guess that's good for work surface. All right, that is what the ribbon is, and I only did half of it, and we will continue to finish that one off. This is a pumpkin that we did the other night. This is a pumpkin that I was working on yesterday, and it's just a Dollar Tree pumpkin that I covered in tissue paper from Dollar Tree also. But I had learned a couple things while I was doing this one so that we can go ahead and finish off this one together. And I'll tell you the tips and tricks that I learned working with this one. I'm really not familiar with, or not familiar, but not a lot of experience working with Mod Podge, so every time I work with it, I do discover something new. This is the tissue paper, by the way, and this is how it came. I believe I got this from Walmart, actually, not Dollar Tree. But I did one sheet of paper, and I've got 2 pumpkins covered so far, so a little bit of this goes a really long way. And what I found from doing the first one is cut in small pieces, and when you cut your pieces, make sure that when you cut it, you keep the triangles all there. You don't want to cut into your triangles. This way, when you're layering it on here, as long as you can cover up and you're not covering up another pumpkin, you're fine. So that's what my tip for this is. Keep your cuts small and keep them nice and clear, like don't cut into the printed object. I don't know if that's going to work with everything, but again, kind of new at all that, but that's what I found works for me. All right, and then I'm using a little one of those little silo cups from yesterday, from the gumball machines from the other day. I was like, oh, I found another use for it. So, hold on, I'm just gonna top off a little bit in here. This is from what I used earlier, and I just put a container of glue, this little, what's it, crazy glue, and I just put it on there in order to keep it dry. So, because it doesn't have a lid, but it worked. And we will continue to use it. So I am curious though to see different prints, like how it would work, how it lays on there. If anybody is commenting, I'm not seeing anything, and I apologize. I see that I have some viewers here, but I don't see any remarks. So I apologize if you are saying anything. I can't see it. My screen looks different than it normally does, so that's, I don't know if that's a Facebook change or not. All right, now see, I just did something that I learned yesterday. I noticed on this one that I have shiny spots on it. Oh yeah, that shows up really good there. But it's not shiny all over like it is there. Okay, looks worse in the camera than it is in person. But I'm assuming it's because I'm putting way too much glue on it. So I'm gonna try and smear it out a little more. And I also found working in small sections helped me, because what I was doing with this one is, as it was wet, I'm grabbing it, and then my fingers were peeling off the paper. So by working in a smaller area or in sections so it dried, I can now grab it without ripping anything. And the only thing I'm doing is I want to try and like puzzle piece it together. I don't care about overlapping as much as just making sure I cover the orange. And I want to leave my circles as available as possible, like uncovered. And then the other thing I did too is on every circle I would push that down, and then I would smear out the paper around it. And that's just so that my circles stayed nice and flat. Oh, look, I covered up that circle there. Shh. But for the most part. And then I have pieces here that I got to go back through and cover up with the black. But I'll just take the small pieces and piece it all together. But I think when it's all said and done, that's going to be really a cute finish. Like, that looks decent, that side. Okay, let me get back to on this. That looks gloppy, so I'm going to smear. Hi, Jan. I see a comment. I'm so happy. How are you tonight? Hopefully your Monday was not vicious, because Mondays sometimes can be. Alright, I should have put, oh, you know what, I have a plate here. This way I can just lay it down there and I don't have to worry about it sticking to everything. And then for the stem on this one, I do have some real pumpkin stems, but I went in my yard and I found some sticks, because I've seen where people use the sticks, and I'm like, well, everyone can find a stick. Let's go ahead and try that. So I haven't tried it, but I got some. Figured, we'll try. Right, that just didn't seem wet enough for me, so I'm gonna smear it down with my finger. Okay. If you've never played with Mod Podge before, it's the equivalent of school glue, Elmer school glue, and when it dries on your fingers, it peels, and that's kind of meditating too. Just sitting there peeling it off. So that's why I'm not so worried about it on my hands, and it does wash off really easily. And I do find that by working in the smaller sections, it is more therapeutic. Working in the big sections, I was getting very frustrated with it and aggravated, but when I was doing all the small sections on this one earlier, it was very relaxing, so I would give it a shot. And this is just a pumpkin from Dollar Tree, but I do think that other stores sell them also, but it's only $1. And you can use any kind of tissue paper or napkin, or if you're using the napkin, and I learned this the hard way. Oh, I see comments. I'm excited. I'm sorry. That is paper or fabric that you're covering. This is tissue paper that I'm covering it with. This one is a fabric one, and I'll explain that one in a minute. Hi, Catherine. Hello, Rose. Oops, sorry. See, I got excited. Now I got all derailed. Completely forgot what I was talking about on this one. Oh, go ahead and remind me. I'll talk about the fabric one then. The fabric one is one that I made using, again, the Dollar Tree pumpkin, and it was a pair of pants that I just cut off. A piece of material, and I went ahead and just basically stuffed the pumpkin in there, hot glued it at the bottom. We cut a hole at the top of it. Well, it's covered here. You can kind of see it. The outline of it. Do I have another one? No, not available. It's kind of like an outline that's on from the mold from Dollar Tree, and we just cut that out and then shove the extra fabric into there and then put the stem on top of it. And you can do that with any type of material, whether it be, where I got the idea was a girl from Refabbed, and she had done it with a scarf. And that's what I kind of liked about this idea, is that anyone can do it. And it doesn't, if you would just want to use school glue, and you can just use school glue, and I believe the ratio for that is half school glue, half water, in order to make it a Mod Podge. So you don't even have to go out and buy anything extra. Most people will have school glue, I would think. Well, see, I assume. I'm a mom with school-age kids, so I have to have it. But I guess if you don't have school-age kids, why would you? I love school glue, just saying. I use it for a lot of things. I glue my wood pieces together with it, too. Oops. My dog's outside. Sorry, guys. She's a barker. And on cue. Hi, Mary. Let's see. I just bought a bunch of pumpkins to do that, but I am obsessed with working with... I love solar wood flowers. I've worked with them several times now. They really are addicting. I like doing the wreaths with them, but really, I don't know if you know, they have the a Facebook page, Solar Wood Flowers Official, I think is what it's called. And some of the talent that's on that page with what they make, the bridal bouquets and stuff, they are amazing. All right, I had done that over here with my finger. I had ripped the paper, and that's one of those things when you got to be careful, because it is tissue paper and it's wet. so it's very tender. All right. And I pre-cut all these papers into little squares just so that you didn't have to watch that part. And there's going to be pieces that I don't have covered, and after this is all dried, I'll go back in there with I'll cut little sections and just piece it right on top of it. Because when it's all said and done, dried, you don't notice it. All right, I'm pushing that one down. Hi, Frisco, Texas. Welcome to Junk Indoor Couture and More. My name is Nicole, and this is my page. Tonight we are doing decoupage pumpkins, and we're also going to play with some ribbon on pumpkins. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. I do wreaths. I do centerpieces. I love Halloween, so right now I'm really on a Halloween kick. I got this the haunted house that I'm working on. If anyone's following me with the pictures, that so far is coming out awesome. Although I had found little army men that are skeletons for it. They, you know how the little green army men from, they come in a package of like 100. Little boys love them. They had those, but it was skeletons, and so I bought them. And I was like, that was so cute. And I had them in my stash from last year. And when I saw them, I was like, they're going to be perfect on my haunted house. So I was spray painting them because they were kind of dingy looking. And then it was getting ready to rain, so I quickly threw them into a shoebox. And now I don't know where that shoebox is. So I can't finish decorating my haunted house with my little army men. But I can't wait to do that. Oh, yeah, see? And they're, with the crazy sales and deals. Yeah, Megan gets me all the time over there. But they really are, I think, a fantastic deal as far as, they last forever and they are gorgeous. Like I have one sitting here now that, and this is something else that I like with the solo wood flowers. You can do any color. So if you want to dye them, they'll dye them for you, or you can do it yourself. And you can dye them any which way, shape, form. All right, I need a really small piece for that, so let me get scissors. Like, you can dye it with Kool-Aid, you can dye it with Rip Dye, you can do it with acrylic paint and water. Like, it seems so versatile. Now, have I tried any of those? No, but they say you can do it. It's all part of my bucket list stuff. I put it on backwards. Do you